Okay, we have data about height. Okay, people with different heights. And with this data, we want to find the median, range, first and third quartiles, interquartile range, and create a box and whisker plot for the data. So let's answer that first. The median is referring to the middle number, which is the 50th percentile number. So the question is, which number is the 50th percentile? Okay, 50th percentile. So let's get the rank. Okay. That rank was P over 100, okay, n plus 1. Okay, so we want the 50th percentile. How many numbers we have? Right. N is referring to the sum of all of these values, which is stated by the cumulative frequency. That tells you there's exactly 20 numbers here. So this is 20 plus 1. So that's half of 21, which is going to be 10.5, which means the 10th number is the 50th percentile. Okay, so that means here we have 8 numbers. From here to here, we add up to 15. So a person of height, okay, 170 to 175. That range is, if you're in this range, you're in the 50th percentile. Median height is the middle value between these two. So median is equal to 172.5. That's exactly halfway from 170 to 175. Okay, so that's median. First quartile is equal to the 25 percentile. Okay, so again, let's do the rank. This time is 25 over 100, right? 20 plus 1. So it's really this divided by 2 again, right? Which is 5.25, which means the 5th number is the 25 percentile number, or the first quartile number. So you can see that it's going to be a number between 165 to 170, right? 4th number, you need to get to here to get the 5th number. So which means we need to get the average of this too. So it's 167.5 is the first quartile. Okay, third quartile now. Third quartile is going to be the 75 percentile number. Okay, so let's get the rank. 75 over 100. Add that up, 21. 15.75, which means the 15th number is 75 percentile. Okay, note that 15th number is on the border, right? It's you add up right up to 15 and you go to 16 when you get to this range here. So it's on the border of this range and this range. So the 15th number will be the average between these two from 170 to 180. So it's going to be 175. Okay, so the height of 175 centimeter is third quartile. Next, the interquartile range. Quartile range is going to be the difference between the third quartile, right? Third quartile and the first quartile. So 175 minus 167.5. 7.5. So that means, okay, the first quartile is, okay, this is 167.5 and this is 175. Okay, this right here, this width is the interquartile range. Okay, course, the lowest, right? Lowest was 155. And we're going all the way to, right, 195. Okay, this is only 7.5. This is actually difference by 20. So proportionally, this actually should be a lot longer. It should be like all the way here. Okay, 195. That. And also, the median was 172.5. That's really close to this, right? So that's actually the middle, 172.5. Okay, so that's my box and whisker plot. So all this means is that first 25% of the data is in that range. This is in the second 25% of data is in this range, right? In the third set of third quarter, right? So there's a total of 20 numbers. So that means there's first lowest 5 values here, second lowest 5 values are here, the next 5 values are in here, and the last 5 values are in here. So this little box represents where most of the central values are located at, and it's really small compared to the entire range. An outlier an outlier is defined to be numbers that are 1.5 times away from the first quartile or the third quartile of the interquartile range. So this length here, if you stretch it this way visually, that's 1 times less than this point here, but we go another half of that. So beyond this range, numbers are in this range, okay, are outliers. Okay, that's defined to be outliers. Same here. So from here, same width as this, you go this much, and now another 0.5. So numbers that are in this range are called outliers. Okay, so let's figure out what this location is, right? And also here too. So this is going to be, this number here is going to be 167.5 minus the interquartile range was it 7.5? Yeah, right here, 7.5, right? So 7.5 times by 1.5. Okay, that's what that is. Let's call that A and let's call this B. 156.25. So the values that are between 155 to 156.25 are called outliers. For B, it's going to be 175. We got to go right, so plus 7.5 times by 1.5. That's 186.25. So the values that are from 186.25 to 195 are also outliers.